Hello and welcome back to the channel. Walk, cook, walk. That's what I do. Go for a walk, cook some food, and I walk home. Couldn't be simpler. Today I'm going to be making corned beef hash. I was going to record this yesterday. A mate of mine came out and he wanted to do some cooking as well on my stove. So we had a bit of a channel takeover. A mate of mine called Brunts. He did us some lovely burgers, bacon and cheeseburgers, really, really good. And he had fun doing it as well, and that's half of it, isn't it? You know, just go out, have fun. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about what other people say. Just get out there and do it. Brunton was at that yesterday doing that, so I thought, you know what, we'll just leave it to him instead of me trying to record two things at once, making it all complicated. And he didn't have a tripod for his phone anyway, so he would have struggled. We would have struggled to make it all work with two people cooking at the same time. So I just thought, you know what? I'll let him have it. I'll let him have this one. So yeah, corned beef hash. I've done this before. I did this about, well, it's just over a year ago now. It was on my second episode of coming out and cooking. And you know what? It was absolutely lovely. It was a very simple recipe. It was literally potatoes, onions, garlic, pepper, and what was the other thing that went into it? A bit of tomato puree. Now I'm a bit more seasoned at this outdoor cooking lark. I'm going to try and improve on the recipe by adding a touch of spice, and I've got a bit of a different corned beef as well. I've got some hickory flavoured corned beef, which has got a nice little smoke to it. I've also got some chipotle flakes, which I'm going to be throwing in there. You know what I like? I like my spice. I love it. Instead of garlic granules, I've got fresh garlic. So we're going to see if that makes any difference. And I'm going to throw some peas in. They're not fresh peas. They're just from a tin. Just realised that they needed using up soon, so we're just going to bash them in. I'm sure I've seen people with corned beef hash with peas in there, and I've got some cabbage as well, which I'm going to lob in because it's nearing the end of life. So we're going to get that cooked off as well, get that in there, and it should be all right. It should be fantastic. It's not really a long one to the spot today. I'm going to be going to a little bit of woodland that's quite near a busy road, but hopefully the microphones dull it out and you can't actually hear what's going on. I'm overdressed at the moment. I've got a hoodie on underneath here because it said it was 13 degrees, and I've got my waterproof on as well because it said it was going to rain, but I'm sweating my tits off. But I'd rather be overdressed instead of underdressed, I think. I think that's, you know, even if you've got an extra bit in your bag. Now my bag's full because I stuck the tarp on there thinking, yeah, it might rain. It said like 80 to 90% chance. So I've brought the tarp, but I don't want to put it up. So ideally, I'm not going to put it up, and we're going to see what happens. If there's a couple of spatters of rain, I might very well just put a poncho on. Because I do actually want to check them out. I've not actually opened one and put one on yet, and I think you only need to really use it in an emergency, but sort of creating an emergency, I've not been able to flip and wear one yet, which I'm obviously not going to do. I'm not going to put myself in a position where I could get hurt or get cold and wet and stuff, but if it came to it, I'd most definitely, you know, pull the poncho out, get it on, and see how that, because it's kind of hands-free waterproofing, isn't it? But again, would you be able to cook with one on, or is it going to get snagged in the flame or something like that? But it's one of those Mylar ones that's got the coating, so it's not only is it waterproof, it's got that heat, what's the word, retaining qualities. So it'll keep all the heat in as well. Now it does look like it's going to rain. Yeah, what I might do is once I'm set up, I might just weigh it up as to what's going to happen. I think we're pretty much guaranteed some rain today, and it even said a bit of thunder as well. But I've just trekked up the Forever Hill. And again, it's not really that far. I mean, so far, just coming up to a mile. I'm trying to get out as much as possible because there's only a month until I do this sponsored walk. I will leave a link down below to that if you want to drop in a couple of quid for sponsorship. I'm going to be walking 10 miles for Diabetes UK. Oh, do you know what? I was meant to put the t-shirt on. They sent me a t-shirt. One of the people that I've been talking to from Diabetes UK sent me a t-shirt to wear when I'm going around, which is great stuff. You know, show who I'm supporting and all that jazz. I'll drop a link below if you did want to sponsor me a couple of quid. But like I say, I need to be getting out as much as possible, doing as many miles as possible, with as many hills as possible. Now, there's not many hills on this one. There's just one, and then another one leading up to my house. But again, it's just better out than in. I kind of need to go sit in the woods today, even though I was in there yesterday. But you know, I'm not saying it was a bad thing that Brunts was there, but it's just it didn't have the same effect on me as when I'm sat on my own. If that makes any sense. Like, no offense to you, Brunts, if you watch this, mate, but it's just sometimes you just need to be alone as well. Sometimes you spend so much time with people, you just kind of need a little bit of time away from them, you know? Not just them, everyone, like, you know, all people. But anyway, I'm going to be crossing over this busy road here. So I'll bring you back when we're just about to jump into the woods. So I did find an easier way in at one point, but the track to it looks overgrown now, so we're gonna have to go in the usual way. And the plan is to not go in that far today, about halfway in, and just to be a little bit further away from the road, but again far enough in so that we're not really visible from the path, which we're on now. Path or road, whatever you want to call it. Path road thing. You just need to find the slope that's safe to go down. There is one. Might have come a bit further down, you know. I think I have. I think I normally go down this bit here. It's a bit wet though. If I fall, make sure you laugh a lot, because if I saw you fall, believe me, I am laughing at you. Lots of ivy on the ground, stuck down below that so we don't snag. I'm still taking it with me. Nope, I did it. I blooming did it. I think I've come in a little bit lower down. I should have come in there, look. Oh well. Now I know there's a lot of rubbish in here, so I did bring a bag to help clear out some of that, because that's just what we do on this channel. Not only do we remove our own rubbish, we take other people's rubbish with us as well. For those who are a little bit less inclined. Oh dear, I seem to have just destroyed a dead tree by trying to lean on it. Oh well, at least I know where there's some good wood. It's a bit leaning now. Over this way. So, I mean, we're still near the road, but I'm thinking here might suffice. I mean, I'm away from the road. I'm away from the path part. Let's go up the top here, have a look. I've not ever done it up at the top here. This is where there was like a tarp and somebody's kind of like a camp. And I took all the rubbish, but I didn't manage to fit the tarp in. As you can see, they built jumps here years ago. Many, many moons ago. And look, that's how close you are to the road. Which isn't really a problem. I don't mind being that close to the road. I might set up there, you know. Nice flat bit. Or flattish. Yeah. Bring the tarp off that tree. Here. And then this tree. Or this stump. There is a little bit of a bench here. I'm not sure I trust it. No, I don't. Yeah, we'll set up here. This will be all right. Got a little Robin friend come to see me. Looking a bit raggedy and wet there, mate. Do you want some corned beef? It's about all I've got for you, mate. Bit of corned beef. Always on my tripod, look. Not bothered, is he? Right, well, I need to crack on anyway. So I nearly then decided to deploy the tarp, but it stopped raining almost instantly. Got a little Robin friend down there who's bobbing about. I'm going to get my potatoes on. I don't think they're used to having people in here. I've been in here a couple of times. Might give them a bit of corned beef. I don't think they eat meat though, do they really? Robins are more of a seed and but then again they eat bugs, don't they? Let's put him a bit of corned beef on this fence thing behind me and we'll see if he comes for it. If he does, hopefully you get it on the camera. Hopefully. No, my luck. The camera will fall over just as he flipping gets there. Right. potatoes. Going in. Water. Also going in. Now I won't be adding any salt to the potatoes. I normally would, but I'm not today. Corned beef is going to have a salt content in it. He's literally like, what, 2 meters away from me? Oh, he's buggered off. I might bring my trail camera up here actually. See what comings and goings there are. The only reason why I have never brought it up here is because there's a main road right there. If I was to turn this microphone off, the noise would be horrendous. You could probably hear it anyway. Have a slurp of water actually. And what I could do, get another tin of dog food and bait it so that there's definitely something for him to come and hang around for. That's what I did at the other bit of woodland back there that I like. But I'm not going to do it too often because they can get used to you feeding them, and then they get a bit lazy and they don't want to go foraging for themselves. They just expect it from you. So you shouldn't do it. It's frowned upon, but I think if you do it like once a month, they've still got to go out there and get something, haven't they? So while the taters are doing, I am going to finish my coffee. Well, finish making the coffee, sorry. Using the coffee bags today because these are the decaf ones. I only have 1 cup of proper coffee a day, otherwise I get palpitations. Now, I drink a lot of coffee, as you could probably tell by the stains on my teeth, but, you know, it's just one of them things. I flipping love coffee. It's my main source of water. I just love it. I love it, love it. I don't mind decaf. I drink the cheap freeze-dried stuff. I do like good coffee, but there's always a premium to pay, isn't there, for the good coffee? Right. So when I tried a second ago to put the top up, I realised that I couldn't fit it between the two things that I thought I would be able to. Thus, not being able to put it up here, thus having to move all of this somewhere. Like maybe a couple of feet backwards or something. But I really couldn't be arsed doing that. So I'm going to grin and bear it. And if worse comes to worse, then I'm just going to put a poncho on. I have decided. The decision is made. Just cover that corned beef over. And we'll bring you back once this is done. I kind of wish I'd left the time lapse. So I've just been for a bit of a wander down there, and I came back and my flipping spuds were overflowing. What I did is I went for a little wander with it live on the poo tube, just to see whether we're still having those issues, because I miss it. I do miss it. It was an integral part of the channel. You know, I started off doing it live and I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. I loved the interaction. I loved the banter. Obviously, there's always a couple of people that are going to be dicks, but you get that on YouTube. But yeah, so again, I'm just not really sure about how it's going to go. I'm going to see how it uploads and we'll go from there, really. Fingers crossed it's better, but again, it's going to take a couple more tests and a couple more weeks of me checking to see if it's any better to actually put it out there live, because I'm just not willing to put myself in that position, because it's really frustrating. And then all the footage that I have recorded live becomes null. It's no good. It can't be used, you know. because the audio's crap. Something I learned about 3 months into my outdoor channel's existence was that you kind of need a mic. I can't remember who it was. It was one of the outdoor people that I follow. It might have been Mike Outdoors or Mick Outdoors, who said video quality is good, content's good, you need a mic. And I listened. I already had a mic at home, you know. I'd used a mic that I already had that I used for my homebrew channel, which has sort of took a bit of a back seat recently. But again, I've never really been consistent with that one. It's always been wafty because homebrew's homebrew. It's ready when it's ready. You can't record a bloody video before it's ready. You know? It's daft. Coffee in the woods. Love it. Absolutely flipping love it. Let's check on these spuds. I think we're done. A big chunky one went straight through, which is the one that's going to be the issue, isn't it? Yeah, I think they're done. They can just sit in the water while we start sorting out everything else. Let's pop them down on that lid there so they're not touching the ground. We don't want to boil anything. And get some grunions on the go. Now, I did bring my coffee filter thing, and I don't know why I packed it, because I knew that I was bringing the coffee bags today. Might have just really enjoyed that coffee yesterday and thought, yeah, that's what it's going to be. Now, these coffee bags are okay, man. You know, they really are okay. They're not amazing, but it works. You know, they're good. If you've got nothing else, they will be just fine. I mean, I bring flipping... What's it? Not brain cells. That's what I don't bring. I don't bring brain cells. I bring sometimes bring out what's it coffee? Freeze dried, you know, instant stuff. I don't care. Use what you got. Just go and have a coffee. Doesn't have to be super duper Java drip, Arabica, flipping yada yada yada. It just needs to be nice, and you need to enjoy it. We've got garlic, onion, and cabbage. In with that. Did I even start the other time lapse? I flipping hope I have. There's been a couple of mishaps today. Yeah, we did. But, you know, that's outdoor cooking. It's not as simple as it looks. There is things that go wrong. Like Brunton found out on the last video. But he did really good, man. He did. He did really, really well. He wanted to cook on my stove. So I just gave him the day. I was like, dude, it's yours. Do it. So garlic, cabbage, and onion. I'm just going to fry it off. Let it wilt down a little bit. Try and chop up the onion bits if we can. Try and break them up so they all cook evenly. I don't know why, they always seem to stay together these days. I suppose it depends on the onion, doesn't it? How compact it is and stuff. I'm going to put a bit more butter in because that didn't really seem to do a great deal. And let's face it, who doesn't like the butteriness? So once these have wilted down a little bit, we're going to get a bit posh with this. I know that's like the opposite of me, but keep hearing a vehicle going up and down there. Might be the farmer bringing in stuff. But that's getting its little bit of a cook on now. Just let it rest out a sec. And while we wait, like I say, we're going to bash in some mustard seeds, probably about 2, maybe a tablespoon. If you want to measure it, measure it. If you don't care, lob it in like I did. We've got some pepper. Now this is a tablespoon here, so let's see if we can gauge it. About half a tablespoon of pepper. Or more, if you so wish. It all depends on how much pepper you like, really. I don't think I bought anything else flash to add to it. I think that's pretty much it. We've got some chipotle, but I'm not putting that in until towards the end, because I don't want it to give, I want it to give a little bit of heat, but I don't want it to give extreme heat. If you put it in now, it's going to be cooking the whole time, releasing the oils. Put it in towards the end, it only has a chance to release them for a short period of time. Now, why have I bought black pepper and black pepper? It might have been in the bag from yesterday, actually. It might. Give that a little mix. Lovely jubbly. Now we're going to put in the peas. Not the nicest colour peas. They are the cheap ones. I don't mind telling you. But they were in the cupboard. They were about to go out of date. So, well, not go out of date, but past the best before. Get stuff used up. We don't like waste. I have got some tomato puree to put in as well. Maybe 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to use up what's here, but I'd probably guess at about 2 tablespoons if I had to put an amount on it. And on the first video, I don't even think I shared the recipe for the corned beef hash that I did. I will be sharing this recipe. And if you want a bit of a comparison, go back and watch that one. If you type in corned beef hash, hashtag walk cook walk, it'll come up. And you'll see the second video I ever made for this channel. Tell you what, I'm going to put in a bit of potato water just to help break that up a little before we put in the corned beef. And I've even got some eggs to put on this as well. I thought it'd be nice with eggs. Like the first time I had it with beans, and although it was very, very nice, I saw someone do it with an egg. There's a chap, I'll tag him in, Cowboy something, and he's talking about Roosevelt. And it was nice because it gave a bit of an insight on this Roosevelt chap and how he came to be who he was and stuff like that. And I never knew that before, because obviously it's an American thing, isn't it? So it was nice to have that. We didn't learn about that stuff in school. I have a cunning plan. I'm going to let that cook for a couple more minutes. Then I'm going to actually fry the potatoes off properly before I combine it all. Because otherwise, there's not going to be enough room for them to actually fry off. And you kind of need them crispy bits on the taters. That's like the whole point of this, isn't it? Well, not the whole point, but it is a valid point. Just need to try and get it so that both cameras can bloody see it. Always seem to be blocking off one of the cameras or something. Now some people just tip it onto the grass or the floor. By doing that, you kill all of the microbes and everything else that's living underneath. It sounds silly, but it's true. Sir David Attenborough would come in with a nunchuck and kick your ass if he saw you doing it. Right, the fuel's gone out with that. So let's just place that down on there a second. We'll take the hot one out, pop it there so it can cool down, replace it with the cool one. Otherwise, we'd have to wait 10 to 15 minutes if I can get the bloody thing open. And you know what? It's only me who closes them off as well, so I don't even get it. How can you close it off so tight that you can't undo it? Just checking this insect repellent thing's working, because there's a flipping mozzie over there and it needs to do one. It is not invited to this party. I react to them so bad. I got one down there the other day and all my bottom of my legs swelled up. Got bit on the arse somehow. Must have been when I was asleep. I still don't get it. Okay. We'll leave that doing what it's doing. It ain't doing no harm over there. I need to put it in a tub though. This one's only had potatoes in, so that'll be all right. Let's pop this down there while we do this. Expert operation. Because what I don't want to do is be burning myself. And I'm going to make it hard for myself, and I'm going to push it away from me just so you can see it. That's the problem, innit? Trying to get the angles right and stuff while you're out recording. Because what you vision isn't always what you get. Sometimes you kind of left a little bit, what's the word, with your arse out, so to speak, for want of a better term. Just like you don't actually manage to get the shot you want, which is frustrating. But that's how it goes. Now, does I have proper oil? Because I want these to be frying off proper Bosch tea. I do, but it's in the other compartment. Okay, it's all right. I can live with that. Get off me finger. Look, this is what happens, look. All the time. It's never easy. A bit of chipotle oil. Just olive oil soaked for about a week or two in chipotle flakes, and it is absolutely fantastic. Right, so there we are. Let's get our taters in there. Now I'm wondering whether I should actually put in some butter as well, because I don't think there's enough there for taters. So this is like, it's going to be bad. It's going to be full of buttery goodness, but butter's not all that good for you. Tastes nice, but it ain't good for you. Like beer and mead. Tastes nice, ain't good for you. But we definitely need that extra oil in there because we want these to be crisped up, you know. So we'll get a bit of a chipotle, buttery kind of thing going on. And then in with our taters. And then the trick is to leave them. Give them a little jiggle so that they're all kind of down and stuff. And then just leave them be for a bit. Let them get a bit of a crust on one side. As good as they can. And then, to that, you add your corned beef. Then we're going to mix all of it together. And it should be corned beef hash. Although, what I did forget to put in is some mustard. It's on me boot! I swear, these boots have got a bit of everything I've ever cooked. There's not a lot in here, actually. Might be the last of it. Yeah. So 1 good tablespoon, I'm going to say, of English or Dijon mustard. Doesn't matter. Use what you've got. If you haven't got any mustard, go buy some. There is no alternative. And don't use that deli mustard that's not spicy as well. It's got no flipping flavour to it. It's horrible stuff. Should be banned. Alright. Well, I hate to say it and put a jinx on it, but so far we've dodged the rain. It was meant to be quite bad today, but only seen a little spatter of it. I'm going to let them cook for a short while and then I'm going to bring you back. Right, tatties are pretty much done, you know, to about where I'm happy for them to be. So we're going to go in now with the corned beef. I'm going to get that all mulched in. We're going to bring it all together. Hopefully the saute pan can handle it. With a bit of luck, we'll be okay. But we just need a bit of heat to get to the corned beef, and it'll wilt down a bit, spread out. Get some crispy bits on the corned beef as well. We're not bothered about mashing the potatoes up a little. They're nice if they're a little bit broken up as well. I could probably bring you guys a bit closer, you know. I kind of left you where I had the time lapse running. Because obviously you want to see what I'm doing, don't you? I mean, it's all right looking at my awesome beard and that, but you still want to see what I'm doing. The food is a bit more important. I mean, let's face it, it's pretty much why you're here, isn't it? See, at first I didn't like the idea that I was going to be a food channel. But I thought to it about it, and I'm like, well, I'm sort of am, but I'm sort of not as well. I'm like a hybrid. I'm an outdoor food channel, which I think is flipping awesome. To be able to bring 2 of my things that I love doing. I love cooking, and I love being in the woods. Look at that. That is corned beef hashing it up now. Oh, yes. I mean, the corned beef's already cooked anyway, so now it's about just bashing them potatoes up a bit, getting them a bit fluffy and loose. We've still got the yoga flame on. I've added the chipotle flakes to this, and we're just going to bash that in now and get it all together, finalized, and hopefully we won't have to put any more fuel in. We do have some flavorings on there, so I want to try and scrape that off as best as I can. Hopefully we'll be able to put it back in that tub as well as that tub. Fry this off, plate it up, get an egg on the go. That is the plan. An egg or two. Bring the heat back through it all. Let those bits at the bottom do their thing. Moisture in the moisture in the corned beef. And like I say, this is a Hickory barbecue corned beef. Oh, I've tore the thing off where I was trying to invent another stove. I bet I could make a stove out of that corned beef tin. Might take it home with me. Give it a go. All this stuff that we've put on the top now is already cooked. We're just heating it through. And melodying it with the rest of the dish, which looks like an absolute car crash, but I'm telling you now, it's going to taste flipping amazing. I think that's good. Let's pop that in. Sorry. Let's pop that into that pan so that I can then use the fry pan. Sorry you can't see what I'm doing, but imagine that it's all going in nice and smoothly. Nothing's falling out. It's not going on my shoes. It's all going exactly where it needs to be. It actually did all go where it needed to be as well, funnily enough. Unless that's a bit that fell off on the table there. Might be. Shh, pretend it's not there. Be alright. Bit more butter. It's about the only butter I've got left, for God's sake. Luckily, butter is your friend when cooking eggs. Get it in there. Now this small spatula here is the only spatula I've actually got. So we'll have to make that work. I'm sure we will. So let's plate some of this up because we are pretty much done. All that's left to do now is plate this up, fry the eggs, top the eggs on, jobs are good. And we can get us a nice dollop of that in there. Oh, yes. I think that's safe enough to say, but that's all right, you know. Hearty portion there. Ooh, shit. Wasn't paying attention. Right. Simmering can go on, I reckon. Actually, no. Simmering's a bad idea when you're cooking eggs. You need the heat, don't you? One egg. Two egg. Just in case you destroy the yolk on the first egg. You've got a backup egg. I always screw eggs up, man. Always. Obviously, I cook for quite a lot of people at home, so there's always at least one egg that doesn't make it. But that's just how it is, you know. Let's have a little taste of this, see what I've concocted, see where we're at with it. That's not bad. I wondered what that twang was first, and then realised that's the mustard. Pretty damn good. I'm not sure whether I got a concentration of chipotle there, because that was actually quite spicy, but good enough. How do you like your eggs? Cooked, please. No, I'm not really fussy. I'll have them any old way. I'll have them as they come. Preferably with a runny yolk. Might have just managed that then. Right. We don't need the flame on. They're going to take a couple more seconds to cook. On to the side. Do I want more pepper in it? No. I don't think it needs anything else. I'm just trying to faff with it because I'm a faffer. Oops. I need to get rid of this stove so that both cameras can see what's cracking off. One egg. Oh, one egg did die, look. It did. It died. It died of death. Sod it, we're having it. It'll be alright. No one saw it. Unfortunately, I don't have another cup of coffee because when I tipped the first lot of water in to make the coffee, there was dirt in the pan. I don't know where it came from. Maybe when I'd stepped over the pan or something. So unfortunately, I don't have that. But what I do have here is something that's scrumdiddly-umptious. Yeah, they can just about see it. And I'm going to go through that egg. Oh, I'll zoom in on that so you can see it. The other egg, not so good, but guys, magic, absolute magic. Let's get a picture and get it flipping eaten. So, for those of you who made it this far, thank you very much. You are the elite, the WCW elite. Sounds like a flipping wrestling group, doesn't it? And you get the inside scoop on what I'm cooking at the weekend. I'm going to be attempting Scotch eggs. I know. It's not going to be easy. Let's see what it's like with the egg. I've never had it with egg. I had it with beans. Oh, the beans are so nice with beans. And I'm not going to lie, right? I can taste the quality difference between these tinned peas to the frozen ones we normally have. Take a little bit of a stick out of there. We don't need that anymore. That was just adding a bit of extra flavour while it was cooking. This is mighty fine. Recipes below, guys. I'm gonna have to go and eat this now. Oh, sorry. I'll be back. Okie dokie. That is a wrap. That was the corned beef hash. it was better than the first one I did. All I've done is added peas, mustard seeds, chipotle flakes, a different corned beef. Although that's not really a thing, because once it's all melted into everything else, you couldn't really taste the hickory. If you was to eat it on its own, you'd taste it and notice the little bit of a barbecue flavour in there as well. So I won't be calling it hickory, dickory, dock, or any shit like that. It's only a bit of fun. So if you made it right to the end, thank you very much. Just letting you see that I have picked up all of my mess. I picked up a couple of little bits of rubbish there. There is tarps still here, there and there. Can't take them today. I have got a bag because I did remember that there was quite a bit of rubbish last time I was in here. So I'm going to pick up that as I go on my way out. You can either leave here now or you can come along for the short part that I'm going to do picking that up. I'm going to be chatting shit as I go. Standard pretty WCW stuff, but right, so just going on a little bit of a little pick hunt. There's a plastic bag there which I'm not going to take today because it's rather large, but I'll take that smaller one. That can just go in my bag. It's all dilapidated and stuff. Try and pull you back up. I could probably use that bigger bag there for another day, as I do quite like this woodland, as it's untrodden. Again, there's no real ways in. Now the only problem is a lot of the trees are like this, where they've got this ivy growing up them and it's brought them down through the weight. But we'll just have a little look, see what we mean. See, I've spotted a bit over there, bread wrapper by the look of it. Yep, and the bottom part of a shoe, like that. In my bag it goes. My rubbish bag, not my backpack. I'm not taking that shit home with me. Or am I? Yeah, it's literally the bottom part of a shoe. Makes you wonder how they got home, doesn't it? That's like buried, whatever that is. Some sort of crisp wrapper or something. Onwards. It's amazing how much litter can just get blown in as well. It's not necessarily been brought in by people. It can get blown in. There's a bottle over there that I want. I'm going to make my way towards that. I have picked this every time I've been in here as well. Shovel. I'm going to keep that in it because that could be useful. I'm going to put it in between that tree there. It could be useful one day. Yeah. going in there. There's no need to take that out really. Found a saw in here before as well. I took that home because, you know, useful. Flaggy bottle. Sat discarded. Not doing a great deal. Nothing up there, looking alright. Like I say, I have picked this before. I think I've done it twice. The first time I came up here, the second time I came up here, the third time I didn't really go anywhere different than I'd actually been. Bit of flaggy there. That's buried. I'm not digging that up. I'll get what I can, but I'm not digging stuff up. Find a flipping body or something. Don't need that right now. I don't need that in my life right now. Maybe next week. Some Star Mix, Haribo Star Mix, classic sweets, classic litter. Trying to remember which way I came in now. I must have come this way. I must have, because that way is really overgrown. There was a couple of bits that I did see, but now everything's growing. It's a lot harder to notice, isn't it? There's a flaggy back there. Can I get that? Kind of. Well, I think I've got most of it. We'll have that. Obviously got dirty hands now, but all the cooking's done. Ooh, crisp packet. Like I'm excited about some rotting crisp packet. Can you hear me? Oh look, more crisp packets. We're going up in the world. We've got walkers now. I think we're done. I think that's us. Let's get out of here. Oh look, some little larvae eggs of some description. Probably a green fly or something. Just kind of scamper out of here. Ah, no one saw us. We're all right. We're all right. Oh look, I'll take that as well. Bottle cap. Ah. Just got to do your bit by bit, and sort it all out. Well, my hands are filthy because, as always, I don't bring gloves because I'm a tit, and I'm off that way. I'll see you guys on the next one. That's all it takes.